In this video, we'll take a quick look at the does file exist function in eFORMz. Every now and then, you'll want to check if a file exists in the eFORMz composer. One of the common uses of this would be if you are matching a file with a certain eFORMz project. For example, you're placing something conditionally based on the existence of a file, or perhaps there's a database lookup that requires a certain file to be in a folder before it's executed. There are a variety of uses for this, and so you just want to basically run a quick check, yes or no, is the file that I want to be in that particular folder that actually there. So for this example, we have used bulk concatenate, and you can check out that video to see how we did that, to create a file name, and we're going to check to see if that input data file is actually in that folder. And so to do that, we can create a new variable by right-clicking our form and selecting Add Variable by position. And we can go ahead and give this variable a name. File test is a good name. And we'll select OK. And if we right-click this file test variable and select Add Function, and does file exist, it gives us two options. We can enter a constant value ourselves, or we can use the browse button to find a file, which obviously is kind of cheating because that way you'll already know that the file exists. But for us, we're going to use the variable option, which is the second option, and select variable 2 from the drop-down menu because that's the variable where we created the file name. And we'll select OK. And does it exist? If you look at your variables window, file test says yes. So the file name does in fact exist. We have our input file there. Now to show you an example of a no case, let me open a data file here and select OK. And I know that this particular file doesn't exist. And if we look at the window, it's looking for this file, and look at the variable window, no, it does not exist. So it'll give you a yes or no answer if the file exists or if it doesn't exist, and you can use this in conditions of any kind, like for example, if file test is yes, that is if the file is there, execute this action. If the file's not there, you execute this action. So it's very useful for a conditional logic language and a very valuable function in eFORMz.